Welcome to the broadcast. Our sign language interpreter is Gideon Mbogo. Let's begin at the JKIA, where self-proclaimed NRM General Miguna has been denied entry after he refused to apply for a Kenyan visa upon his return to the country. Miguna remains at the JKIA, where immigration officials have barred him from leaving until he acquires a visa. Miguna traveled on his Canadian passport, as his Kenyan passport was not reinstated according to a court order. Let's now bring in our Sophia Wanono, who joins us live from the JKIA. Sophia, good evening. Has Miguna been allowed out of the building yet?
Good evening, Ben. It has been now 6 hours since Miguna landed here at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, 2:30 p.m. aboard an Emirates flight. But he's still holed up right next to me, the International Arrivals Terminal 1E, flanked by his lawyers, Senior Counsel James Orengo. Hamino is also there. Nelson Havi Mbeta is there, as well as representative from the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights. And what the immigration officials here are saying is that, yes, he will be allowed in, however, on a courtesy visa, 6 months visa. And Ben, the catch with that visa is that it would prohibit him if he was actually to get it and take it from getting involved in any manner of politics. It's sort of like a tourist visa, and knowing the vocal, controversial figure that he is, he has remained adamant that he is not taking that position. He's not going to get in on a temporal visa. And remember, events we are seeing develop here, this standoff between Miguna, the senior counsel, as well as alongside the immigration officials, is one that is against what we saw come from the courts, because the court directing last month on the 26th, exactly 1 month ago, Ben, that the order that had been made by CS Matiang'i Interior that had found that Miguna is not a Kenyan citizen, that was suspended pending hearing and determination of the matter. Secondly, the direction by the Directorate of Immigration that destroyed his passport, taking it away and suspending the same, again, that as well by the High Court, suspended last month, pending as well again hearing and determination of the matter. In fact, the judge went on ahead to direct that upon his return, the Directorate of Immigration furnish him with the requisite documents that to allow him to get entrance into the country for the period for this matter to be heard and determined, and also charge the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights. And that is why there is a representative with Miguna holed up in there tonight to facilitate that process, to oversee it, to ensure his rights are not infringed upon or interfered with. But so far, that has not happened. 6 hours and counting. I've been talking to Senior Counsel James Orengo. They do not want to come out. I requested an interview, but they say if they come out, they'll not be allowed back in. So they're engaging. They say meetings are ongoing with the officials from immigration. So it's unclear at this particular point if at all he will be allowed in, and if he's not allowed in, what happens, because what we're hearing is that they've handed over his Canadian passport to one of the supporters who's gone away with it in case they decide to confiscate it forcefully from him, so that can he be taken then back to Canada without this documentation? And also, can he come in without the requisite documentation, because the government maintaining that he's refused to have his documentation stamped, and that is why there is this standoff ensuing here at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. Of course, a lot of concerns following that handshake. Remember, Miguna, the leader, self-proclaimed of National Resistance Movement, indicating he did not support it, he was against it, that in fact, saying it was a betrayal of the Kenyan people, and of course for the loss of lives. He argued in his statement that were lost. So even if he's allowed in, Ben, it will be interesting to see how it plays out in as far as the ODM, NASA, NRM politics, because of the softening of the stance that we've seen with the People's Assembly, for instance, putting a pause on the activities following that handshake between President Kenyatta and Raila Odinga. That's camaraderie that we have seen developed. However, his supporters who are here tonight, and friends and family, saying they're disappointed that whilst Raila Odinga was present in court the day that Miguna was forcefully ejected from the country, is not here today, when the man born in Kenya who has stood by Raila Odinga, in fact administered oath, is not here to stand with him in his hour of need. So Ben, we will be standing